U.S. Open is now history. The great star, Novak Djokovic, Serbia, won the men's. Just grinded his way to a victory over Danilo Medvedev. It was a really physical force. It was a long, long match. They had one rally, had 32 shots. One set took an hour 44 to play. They were acing each other, pounding balls all over the court. Djokovic wins his 24th Grand Slam, and this is a special player. The other storyline is we now have the heir apparent to Serena Williams, who stepped aside last year. And what Coco Gauff has done as an 18 and 19-year-old is spectacular. She is so mature beyond her years. It's phenomenal. She rallies. She was down 2-6 after the first set to Aryna Sabalenka. She came back and won 6-2, 6-3.
Nice.
And I've watched a lot of the great stars on the women's scene. I don't know that I've seen anybody in modern-day tennis cover the court, the full depth of the court, the way Coco does. I mean, she made some unbelievable shots and rallies, unbelievable responses, and then placement of ball. And she had it early on when she was down 6-2. And I thought, oh, this is going to be a blowout. She's not ready for this. She solved the power serves of Sabalenka, who just was all power all the time. And then she made Sabalenka run all over the court to get the return shots. I was so impressed. She won 12 of the final 15 games in coming from behind. And the other thing was really cool. Chrissy Everett-Lloyd, and of course we talked about her relationship with Martina Navratilova. They're both cancer survivors, have now become close, intricate friends. They were both there and both were honored at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. It was a really cool U.S. Open if you like tennis.
Yeah, it's funny because I watch in the mornings. I'll watch the national news on CBS, and it's Gail King and who's the other guy? He played in the NFL. He's on that show. But anyways, they were all in on the U.S. Open and just talking about all these great storylines. Great to see an American, a 19-year-old. That's amazing. Do you think Djokovic is the best men's tennis player of all time?
We've gone through eras. How do you compare Bjorn Borg, Jimmy Connors, the feistiness of McEnroe? How do you compare that to what we just had, Roger Federer and some of the other great ones of this modern era? But 24 Grand Slams, that's about as good as it gets because he just bypassed Agassi, he bypassed Federer, 24 Grand Slams. So different eras, different styles. That's tough to compare. But modern day, he's right there with the equal of this other group that has just kind of stepped away.
And he's kind of a prickly guy, right? With the whole vaccine thing and everything else. All that controversy followed him. And wasn't he not able to get into some of the Grand Slams? Was it Australia? They wouldn't let him in?
Yeah, they wouldn't let him in the U.S. Open last year.
and he still has won the most Grand Slams of anybody.
Yeah, he was separated from some of the Grand Slam events because of the vaccination crisis. And actually, he was here in a country and he was forced to leave here because he did not have the certification. He refused to get the vaccination. Now, obviously, that's settled and that's changed. She's a great player, really. But it's so cool. Just like that, Serena retires and Coco arrives almost simultaneously. And she is really good. Up next,